Alright,
We
alright. Is everybody streaming or whoever is?
I'm recording. I'm not streaming because I feel like it's just gonna ruin everything even more if I try and stream.
Barovia's Hope always has technical difficulties. You know, this is how we roll now.
I am currently recording.
And now we intro.
Nice. I appreciate that you left the banner up a little bit just so I can read it.
I didn't do that.
Oh. Well, there you go.
The lag said, "You're welcome."
Yeah.
So, where we last left off, we had a very big session where Kanan, Roger, and Fulmouth got to strut their stuff on the dance stage and earn extra funds for the war effort. And even though the chief was very nervous, he and Kanan both managed to work through their nerves and put on a very sensual dance together. And you guys managed to raise 6,000 platinum together as a group. How you guys distribute or use that is up to you, since that's still up in the air. You guys then got an offer from Buffont, who was in the audience, with Fulmouth's sister, offering to be a sponsor or partner for the brothel and possibly even the war effort. And then afterwards, you guys got a little bit of downtime amidst yourselves. Kanan, Kezia, turns out, has a wheelchair now that was worked on by Lavinia and also the toy maker. And Roger, you got a little bit of a heart-to-heart with your sister, and on her current issues with her kind of boyfriend, not really, right now, Morton. But you know, as always, she was a little sassy and a little hard to talk to at first.
Of course.
You kind of get the feeling that she's listening to you more now than she was before. And
Roger, in the background, it took long enough.
and Falmouth, you got to spend time with your loved ones as well, with Arnaud and with Simone. Very bed-breaking behavior after the dance. Yes. And lastly, Paul, you found out that your mother was basically trying to make a tiny little haven that was the Underdark in the basement to grow mushrooms and other pickled products of fermentation.
And then got threatened.
Yep, and then in the middle of the night, you got visited by a strange entity that looked like a white heron with a pocket watch, who tells you to essentially watch yourself because there are going to be real consequences now whenever you try to overexert yourself for your time magic. And you try to sleep in the middle of the night with basically now a clock's hand having grown on your wrist.
Wonderfully uncomfortable.
And Blaze, yes, they were. Okay, so afterwards, you guys are now discussing the next plan, as you guys already decided the other session to split off into two squads. Kanan and Roger to go off to the Fey Kingdom again to try and convince their king to help them in the upcoming battle. And also Team Squad B, which is Paul and Falmouth, to try and lure the Conductor of Wrath to the
Vineyard.
Yeah, to the vineyard alongside Egg, if you guys are still going forward with that plan, to try and trick him into destroying the vineyard for you guys, and then you guys kill him afterwards.
The way you said it, it sounds like we're gonna kill Egg.
We're going to lure Egg.
Alright, no, but you guys had that idea to use Egg to piss people off. But you see Barbara and Odalia sitting with you guys as you guys discuss over things. And Barbara takes a look at you all and just goes like, "Oh, some of you looks more tired than most." She looks at the two Dragonborns. You two certainly look like you had the fun kind of tired, at least. And she takes a look at Kanan. You walking fine today, or are you gonna need to use some of that healing magic?
I'm fine.
And then she looks over to Paul and just says, Paul?
Paul does not acknowledge her. He's kind of just looking idly at his wrist and just kind of fucking around with the clock.
You got a rash or something?
Huh? What?
Roger's gonna look over and just be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I got threatened last night.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
He's gonna hold up his wrist to Roger.
You all
Is this
just see him hold up his wrist and it looks normal.
I don't see anything.
Barbara just look, if it's a rash, you can just go see Arnaud, okay?
Paul's just gonna look deadpan at her and just put his wrist back down. It's just like, of course it's another Tiamat shit.
Another team. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm gonna worry about it.
Odalia
Well-
takes a look at her husband and then back at Paul. It just says, is he gonna be alright?
I don't know.
Dahlia
He's
taps.
not-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, he's not one to make anything up, so maybe something we can't see.
What happened exactly?
Well, you know how I was awake last night?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I was hallucinating, but apparently not. A white herringon just kind of popped into the room.
Uh-huh.
He had a clock.
He had a clock. Okay.
And he said something about me pissing off somebody because of the weave. And also that apparently I'm not just gloaming.
Roger is going to pause, and he's going to look around the table for a minute. And he's like, we're going to show of hands of how many people in here don't have some weird connection to some shit like this, and he's just going to hold up his hand.
Barbara says, I mean, I know you all have strange circumstances, but I mean, if he's stressed out and hallucinating, maybe you should stay behind.
He's not hallucinating.
What?
You see, Barbara looks over at you and says, you believe this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She looks at you and goes like, okay, I mean, who am I to argue with the two princes, right? Alright, well, I mean, is it going to be a problem?
Paul just looks at her and he's taken a fork off the table and is just slowly digging it into the wood.
Stop, hey, stop that. Look,
It's fine.
she goes over to him and just says like, no, stop that. Whatever it is, I mean, we don't know what fiddling with it is going to do to you.
Oh, I know exactly what it's gonna do.
Ugh,
What's
Barbara's.
he gonna do?
Fuck things up like always.
Barbara decides anyway. Okay, so a little bit of a schematic for you. She brushes out what looks to be like a map of the vineyard for Paul and Falmouth to look at. Pretty big place. You're gonna start out going into the gate, which is where their plots of land are. Unfortunately, even though it looks like it's a clear shot to the vineyard building itself, it's heavily guarded now after what you guys pulled off.
Can't we just fly over it?
You see, she looks at you and just goes like, "Tried," but you remember those giant floating eyeball thingies that they had at Crest?
Oh yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is, if we can somehow get you guys to the gate, apparently they're checking for the winners of the vineyard competition, the winemaking competition, and they're allowing them through.
Which means we go back and throw our disguises.
And it says like, yes, but that's where the bad news also begins, because those faces are also on wanted posters.
Shocking surprise.
So, whatever you guys want to do in order to try and get in, let me know. You know I'm always fun with disguises and all. And then she looks over to Roger and Kanan. As for you two, you may have a handful on your hands.
Well, there was a handful last time I was there, so what is it this time?
At least you won't be kidnapped now. She taps you on the cheek.
Don't say that.
And says, well, after your little talk with the king, we tried reaching out for further negotiations for help. Seems he's sequestered and his daughter is in some kind of depression.
So she's pouting.
I assume so, but whatever it is, the king's busy trying to make her feel better instead of looking over his kingdom.
Shock and surprise.
So, apparently, you guys are aware of this situation well enough to try and talk to him about it, so that's where we stand on that.
Roger's gonna look over at Ken and just be like, we get to do therapy, sounds like. Aren't you excited?
No.
Odalia just looks at the both of you and just says, well, so long as it keeps my husband away from the danger, if only for a day, I appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know how dangerous it is for him over there. Somebody was trying to, you know, drink up my musical energy like a juice box, so there's that.
Odalia just says, have you tried killing them?
Well, she's princess.
And she says, and?
I
And
tried.
we kind of need them on our side, fortunately.
A dog then teleports its way into your lap, Roger.
Roger jumps.
And you see little Rolly, and he looks a lot cleaner than before.
Oh, hi.
Ruff, hello.
Off the table.
And he says like, but you have friends. I love your friends.
Off the
I want to
table.
show.
He's not on the table. He's in my lap.
You see, he hops off Roger's lap and then just starts running circles around the table. And Odalia just says, certainly a energetic little pup you brought home, my husband.
He's adorable.
And Barbara just says that, I mean, we can look after him while you're away if you want, unless you're bringing him with you.
I'm not bringing him with me.
Rolly says like, where are you going?
Out.
I mean,
And he's
he
just like,
knows the Feywild, doesn't he?
Rolly says like, it's my home. Are we going on walkies? He just stares at you with like a big, goofy, like grin.
Paul's gonna look at Ken and just be like, "Are you really going to say no?"
Yes.
You see, he just whines and just kind of nudges at your foot.
Fine.
You see, Rolly just jumps up onto your lap and just starts licking your face.
Ugh.
And he just says, "I love you."
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Barbara just says like, "Okay, well, since we got our plans, Falmouth, you mind letting Kanan borrow the orb?"
Sure. And I'm also going to hand it over to Kanan.
What is this?
It's how we communicate with the king.
And you see Barbara just says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go. But you boys let me know if you need any help, alright? Use the message stone."
Understood.
And you see Odalia just kissing your cheek. Kanan just says, "Call me when you're safe."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does the group want to do next?
Stand in silence.
Well, there was divvying out how the proceeds from the night went.
How would you guys like to distribute the 6,000 platinum?
Almost in favor of it going towards things like manners, defenses, and arming the those who would be part of the army, just because we shouldn't just be keeping everything to ourselves just in case of anything going wrong and no one else is prepared.
Like, Roger is sort of the opinion of using at least a portion, using a portion for defenses and sort of beefing up the homestead, but also probably some offensive
Well, that's what I also meant by arming the forces that we have.
Yeah, there you go.
Just give me my portion. I don't care what you do with the rest.
I thought this was for the house, not for any of us.
It's for the war effort in general.
Can I buy therapy classes?
Don't we already have that?
Where?
Or no?
I don't think they can fix Dad.
I don't think anything's gonna fix your dad.
I know, but you don't have to say it.
Maybe retirement? And even then, that's a maybe.
I think he would die if he had to do that.
He can retire, be mortal, and be a lawyer. I'm sure he'd love it.
I mean, Mom would love it.
What else will we need to, if we're gonna divvy this up for the war effort, what else will we need to put money towards? I mean, I suppose, well, anything for healing in case shit goes sideways.
Well, if we each take a share of 1,500, we can choose what we do with our own portion. In that case, I'll put most of it towards arming and defending the manor and forces. In terms of my portion.
I mean, I would do that with a majority in mind, but like I said, I'd probably set some aside at least for things like any provisions or, you know, healing stuff we might need. Or supplies for it, anyway.
Well, I say I'll take 500 of my own portion and then put my other 1,000 towards the war effort of supplies, maintenance, defending, and arming.
Okay, so you guys are gonna split it between yourselves, 1,500 each, or
I mean, if that's what it splits to.
That's what
Okay.
I mean, do.
Yeah, Rogers is all going back into the thing, but yeah.
okay, no problem. Go ahead and add 1,500 platinum to your monies.
Do we need to if we're going to be giving it back to the house to use?
Well, if you're giving it back to the house,
Yeah.
just put in whatever money you keep after you put it back into the house.
So Falmouth's keeping 500 of his portion and putting the other 1,000 towards the house and defenses.
Okay,
Okay.
let me see here.
And I add my 500. Why does it keep opening the skill tree?
I don't know.
Paul's gonna hang on to his. He has employees to pay.
It's employees to pay.
I mean, it's true.
It's what, 10 gold per platinum?
Pretty
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Okay. Roger's going to keep back like probably about 200 maybe.
Nice. Okay. So with these funds currently pooled into the homestead, by the time you guys come back, you'll see noticeable differences in the defense of the manor, along with some offensive stuff as well. So, with that being done, the only thing left for you guys to do now is to go to your particular missions.
They're just gonna look at Paul and just be like, "Are you gonna be alright?"
Paul is just gonna smile at him. When am I not?
I'm just making sure.
It's fine. I'm just having another identity crisis. It'll be over in a couple hundred years. Who knows?
Don't tell me that.
I wish nobody had told me that. And he's gonna get up. I need to find Ramsey.
Roger's gonna give him a kiss before he goes.
Aw.
He's gonna return the kiss.
Hey, Roger's also just gonna be like, "I'm glad you like the show," and he's gonna regain it.
He's just gonna. Paul is just gonna stand there, looking into the void, and he's blushing.
Cute.
You're welcome
Oh.
to that one.
Okay, so with that being done, the squad A goes over to the Fey Kingdom. Kanan, you hold the orb in your hands, and you think of the king's image, and it brings you straight to the kingdom again. They changed the map. when you open your eyes, you are brought before a new particular part of the kingdom you have not seen yet. This place filled with exuberant bright pink colors and also lily ponds on the side. But you can tell something about this place feels a little damp, almost like there's a dour mood overlaid all this cutesy looking colors. And in the great distance, past all the centaur guards, you can see the king himself, King Firavan, talking to his daughter, the princess.
Shall we?
As you two pass, you see the centaur guards kind of give you guys nods of acknowledgement. And the king sees you approach as he turns around and goes like, "Oh, you two. Perfect timing." And he floats over to meet you halfway. And he goes like, "You have to do something. My daughter is in straits after what happened last time.
What do you mean?
But she just won't talk to me. Every time I try to talk to her and look at her, she just looks the other direction."
Why?
I would figure it's because I took away her toy. Well, he looks to you, Roger's like, "No offense."
I've been called worse.
It's just like, she still had her heart set on that song, and now that she doesn't have it, she's being like this. I've never dealt with this before. How do mortals deal with this?
You tell your kids they can't have everything that they want.
I did that as you recommended, but look at the result. Gods.
That's somewhat normal behavior when it comes to children. They get super pissy when you discipline them.
Well, I mean, I'm sure for mortal years it's fine. They'll probably get over it in like a day or a week. But have you ever seen an immortal give the silent treatment?
Yes.
It's mad. He gives you, it's like, wait, you have?
Yes.
Oh. Well then, use your expertise. What am I to do?
Be a dad?
He looks at you and just goes like, "I am her father."
You have to act like it. You have to actually be her father instead of just being her enabler.
How do I enable her? I mean, I've already saved your
By
friend.
giving her
Yeah.
everything that she wanted throughout her life, she has now learned that she can get what she wants if she throws a tantrum and you cave in.
He looks at you and just goes like, "No, keep your voice down."
Why?
Why?
But he looks at the centaurs who like do that thing where they pretend they weren't staring. And then he looks back at his daughter and just goes like, he's like, I know that I can be lenient, but
You're not
I
being
don't-
lenient, you're enabling.
I don't want my court to think that I am just
A
ruled by my
pushover?
court. Oh, how dare you? But yes, if you have to put a stinky word on it,
Then grow some balls.
I do have balls, good sir.
I don't see them.
And he just says like, "I will not reveal myself to you."
That's not what I meant.
He says like, "Well, what do you propose I do then?"
You might want to grow a backbone.
He's already said that. He points to Kanan.
Oh, well, maybe you should take his advice.
Show me by example.
Tell your kid to come here.
My lovely Varia.
No, not like that.
Oh,
Call her by her name and tell her to come here. Not all this sweet boo-boo bullshit. Talk to her like you're her father.
roll for persuasion, Kanan.
Like, I mean, is this how you talk to, say, your captain of the guard?
Oh, of course not.
Okay, so how would you talk to the captain of the guard?
Do my bidding. Is that a
There
nat
you go.
20? You fucking
Yep.
nat 20. Of course you would. The king looks by and goes like, Varia, come here this instant.
Much better.
You see, like, with Kanan and Roger's help, the daughter kind of flinches a little bit, hearing like the uptick in tone, almost as if she's not used to it. And she kind of does that pouty thing where she's still not looking at you guys, but she's kind of just stomping her way over. And you see, like, despite there being like magically made like glyphs here to help someone cross this like pond, she just stomps her big serpentine body over it and makes sure to make a mess everywhere with like splashing.
Why are you making a mess?
She does not respond to you.
Not
Varia,
very princess-like behavior.
Varia, our guests have asked you a question. If I were to deign to hear some pesky little outsider's words, I would tell them that I do not care for his opinion.
Kanan is gonna slowly crack his knuckles. Okay. So, what? She some kind of dragon or something?
Fairy dragon.
Okay.
Fey dragon.
Kanan's gonna think for a moment. And then he is going to change into his true form.
I'm probably just gonna step to one side. Just, I get the feeling. I know what Kanan's gonna do. Just move to one side.
It makes room for for your transformative friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, that scares me.
And you see the king goes like, "Good heavens!"
Kanan's
Yeah, he does
gonna
that sometimes.
use his much deeper voice in his true form, and he's like, "Young lady, you will stand up straight and you will listen."
Roll for intimidation.
Okay. Sheet is acting up.
It's okay. Watch this be another fucking nat 20.
Don't jinx it.
At 19.
Oh my, so fucking close. She just jolts a little bit and goes like, "How dare you assume my magnificent form?"
This is what I look like.
And it's just like, "Oh yeah? Then why do you take that ugly two-legged form like my father?"
Because it's easier.
And she's just like, "Loser says what?"
Did you just call your daddy ugly?
She sure did.
Easy.
What are you gonna say to her?
The king says that, I'm sure she didn't mean it.
Well, I just would like to point out to her that not only is that disrespectful, but also if you're calling your daddy ugly, you understand you're also calling yourself ugly because you came from him, right?
She looks at you and just goes like, "Father knows my form is more splendid than everyone's in the Fey Kingdom."
Yet you're acting like a spoiled child.
And
No, strike
she,
that. You are a spoiled child.
she looks at you and just goes like, "How dare you?
I
When
dare.
when you were the one that ruined my present to myself."
No, I gave your father the backbone he needs to discipline you.
And she just sneers at you and then looks at Roger and just goes like, "And you?"
Yeah.
And says like, "All I wanted to do was have the final piece in my collection, and you just had to whine about things like, oh, needing your talent and also your life and your friends."
You can't have everything that you want.
Why not?
Because the world doesn't work that way.
His father punished them.
Kanan's gonna
And you-
stare at the king.
I'm just gonna look at the king and just be like, wait, if you look like this, does that mean you also have a form like her?
The king said, "No, my daughter takes much after her mother."
I can see why she has a problem.
Roger's just gonna have like a loading screen kind of visual for a second, like, oh god.
Mel, you were saying, sorry.
Sorry.
I can see where she gets her behavior.
And the king says like, "What? She's a growing girl. I mean, she'll grow out of this rebellious phase."
No, she won't if you don't teach her respect.
And you see this princess says like, "Respect? You dare after barging into our kingdom and making a mess of things?"
You look like the one that you're making a mess of things.
It says like, "Why are you even here? To ruin more of my day?"
I'm here to help your father. But if he doesn't want our help, we can just leave.
You see the king that says, well, I mean, Varia, you will talk to them with respect." And you see she then just flicks her tail on his over his crown.
You need to discipline her now.
How do I do that? He whispers it to you too.
There's several ways you can do this. When one of my children acts out of line, I give them a little smack.
He takes a look at his small hand and looks at her big dragon form.
Not enough to cause physical damage, but enough to where they know pain from making bad decisions.
You whisper me to strike her?
If you don't do it, I will.
She looks at you and goes, "I'd like to see you try, outsider."
Kanan just smiles.
And she says, like, "Perhaps I'll even take that song for myself this time." And she looks over to Roger.
Kanan is gonna put his wing over Roger. You do that, and that'll be the last thing that you do.
Hold, please. Let there not be violence in my court, let alone my darling little girl's bedroom. Okay.
See, this.
Yeah, Roger, you take a look around in Kane and you two, and you see like it is like the most extravagant thing ever. And this is actually not even the king's audience chamber. The king's audience chamber was the one you guys were at previously, last time you were here. This is her room. And sorry, go on, Mel.
This is why she walks over you. You give her everything that she wants, and now she's unruly and she has no boundaries. And it's going to be even more difficult for you to establish boundaries because she has learned that by throwing tantrums that you just give her what she wants in order for her to shut up. I don't know, she might be a lost cause.
She ain't learned that respect's earned.
You step forward, Roger, and just goes like, and just goes like, "Who are you to talk of respect when you and your kind are darkening my realm?"
You know, those are pretty bold words for someone that looks like a catfish that fell in a dye vat.
Dare you? And she's gonna try and slam you with her body.
Let me see here. What do I got here?
Pikachu, use agility.
Dodge it, Pikachu.
I mean, sure does have Dex.
Cannon's gonna
Yep,
use
remember.
command.
Oh shit! That's right. You both have that.
Uh huh.
Okay, on who?
On the princess, of course.
So let's see. Charisma saving throw, right?
He-
Okay.
Really does look like a catfish, by the way. Just throw that
Yeah.
out there. It really does look like a catfish.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
damn
she got an
ugly.
attitude like one.
Okay.
Catfish are assholes.
They are. All right. Charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a fail. She seizes up and goes like, "Daddy, they're using magic on me."
Sit down. Now.
And she drops down onto the ground and like shakes the floor a little bit. And she looks at Roger and you with contempt from the floor and just goes like, "I don't dare you do this to a princess of the Fey Kingdom. How you've lost your minds. You know who my father is."
Yeah, he's right there.
Darling,
Kanan
Varia.
looks the king. Backbone.
Varia, you have been a very disrespectful girl. You will talk to them with respect. And also I'm taking back some of this place for myself.
No, not some. All of it.
She looks at it's like, "I hate you, father. I wish you were dead."
This is a normal
And-
response. They're lashing out.
He looks at you and it's like, "My own daughter wishes me dead."
That's
That
normal.
feels awful.
It's normal.
It feels awful.
Well, it feels awful, but you gotta understand that she doesn't actually mean it.
And he says, "Yes, I do." She says,
She thinks she does, but she don't actually mean it.
Rhea, things have been hard enough trying to run this kingdom whilst those dark monsters plague us, and the gateway is locked. And with you throwing a tantrum every which way, with your mother gone, I'm doing my best there. You will show me and these guests the respect they deserve. And she looks at you guys. I am none.
Which means you get none in return.
And you see, she's still stuck on the ground because of the command spell, and she still tries to like inch her way towards her Roger.
Roger's like, man, yeah, you look even more like a catfish.
Stay still.
She looks at you and goes like, "Never." And okay, I wish there was a courage roll that we're gonna do with the next best thing. The king's gonna try and roll for charisma.
I'm not. I'm not in my.
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
It's like, damn, I could give him guidance, but I don't have guidance in its true form.
He tries to raise his hand to like try and discipline her, but he relents and says, I can't do it.
Yes, you can. You're the king. And the king commands.
It's just like,
Without
no,
that structure, there is chaos.
no, you were right. I'm a sham of my former self. Look how small I am now. Those dark creatures have taken everything from me.
Just because they have taken a lot from you doesn't mean you're not still a king.
What would your wife have done if she were here?
Well, probably eaten you all, to be honest, for the way you were talking to me earlier, but
Well,
I
she's
suppose
not here.
I suppose a lot of her fire was inherited by my daughter.
Okay, well that ain't necessarily a bad thing. It's just you gotta learn to control it better. And to direct it at the right people.
You see, what do you mean?
Well, she's throwing a big hissy fit about us being here when we're trying to help. Surprised she ain't throwing a hissy fit about all the nonsense happening outside in the kingdom.
You see, the girl says, "What do you mean?"
Well, there's dark creatures all over your kingdom right now. You think that's okay?
And he goes like, "Father will keep us safe."
No, he won't.
He looks at you guys like, "Hey."
If he can't keep his own daughter under control, then your kingdom is doomed.
I'm doing my best.
I know you are.
If one of your servants were to talk to you the way she does, if your captain of the guard were to talk to you the way she does, what would you do?
Well, probably the same thing I tried to do with you all, and just either shoo them away or banish them.
So you are conflict avoided. Okay, gotcha. All right.
It just goes like, "Oh, you're in the Feywilds. We don't do just simple executions here. There are games about, my friend. I'm the king of merriment, not the king of discipline and
You're still
harsh-
a king, and you need to control your subjects in a constructive way.
I mean, you're the king of merriment and games, but don't merriment and games also have people who lose?
True. And
So-
he just
He's gonna gesture at his daughter.
Varia, apologize to these men now. And she just says, "No!" And he's gonna try and roll for charisma again.
Oh my god.
He tries to summon up a big man voice again, and she just
Can I
says,
give him some encouragement?
"Sure."
Kenan's gonna sit behind him so that the king looks a bit more intimidating than he actually is.
Can Roger throw in some thaumaturgy to like do some minor tremors on the floor?
Special effects to make this man scarier. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do.
So his voice comes out like kind of not as strong as it should, but with your guys' help, he comes off more intimidating. I'm gonna add a +5 to his roll because of that. And she just kind of starts whining, and you can tell she's doing that thing little kids do, where she's like, "I just wanted my song."
You can't always have what you want.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
She just starts thrashing her head back and forth. And like some of the water from the pond is like splashing onto the king and also Roger and Kanan now.
Kanan is going to pick up the king and like move him backwards to avoid him getting drenched.
It's like, "Varia, stop throwing a tantrum." "No!" "Do it, or I will confiscate all of your collection of songs." And you see that gives her pause, and he goes like, "You wouldn't."
Kanan
And the king
nods.
goes like, in fact, I maybe the king of merriment should be sharing the songs with all of his kingdom. That should be fair, don't you think? Spreading song and dance everywhere.
That's a good idea.
That does sound reasonable, as speaking as a bard, of course.
And Vari just goes like, but they're mine. And do you see the king looks at Roger, looks at Ken and goes like, well, they will be mine if you do not behave and apologize to these men for your behavior. He says, I'm Bari.
No, I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry.
Come again. Didn't quite hear you.
Vari says, shouldn't this be enough? I mean,
No.
she looks at you and just goes like, and she's gritting her like little spectral fangs, and she's like, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Sorry for the way I talked.
Apology accepted. Now, was that too hard?
She hisses at you.
He's gonna command her to close her mouth.
She just closes it, goes like, You see the king just sighs and goes like, disciplining is exhausting.
It is, but by doing so, you are setting boundaries of what she can or can't do. And if she goes beyond those boundaries, there are consequences. It may seem kind of mean, but this is how you develop healthy relationships with your children.
It says things were so much easier when we had the nanny around here.
You can't depend on everybody else to look after your kids. You are her father. You have to be one.
It says like, well, being a single father is hard.
I know. Trust me, I know. But
It
you're
goes-
just gonna have to. You're gonna have to suck it up.
Roger's going to look over at Cannon and be like, if I were a meaner person, I'd suggest a different nanny to him.
What kind of nanny?
My ma.
Oh. Ha! I don't think your mom would survive in the Feywild.
I
see
don't
the
think they'd survive her for very long.
You see the king says like, you know about nanny? Please tell me she's open for hire.
I can always ask.
Okay. Well,
However, I can't guarantee that.
that's fine. Just that's
And
more
I
hope
can't
that
guarantee that you'll be able to handle her either.
What does that mean?
Suffice to say that I've known the woman my entire life.
She's a
And,
hassle.
You
Well-
see the king looks at the both of you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Trent.
Oh, Roger's just gonna be like, and the only way that I've been able to deal with her is putting her in a ball.
And you see the king goes like, I can do that. I'm good at stashing away my problems.
Roger just rubs his temples.
Stashing away your problems isn't going to help you.
You see, he looks at you and just goes like, well, I mean, it's the best I can do.
You can do better.
Varia, we will discuss this more, but you will learn respect from this day forth, or else that collection will be mine. Is this understood? It's just like, I wish it was Mom that stayed instead of you. And as she slithers away, you can see the king kind of like his crown kind of tilting downwards, kind of like he's looking down.
What happened with her ma?
It was a long story, but she left our kingdom long time ago. And as far as I know, she's never come back. So she's either dead or just somewhere else now.
You know
She
where
didn't
she
give
went?
you any reason?
Sorry, say that again, Mel?
You know where she went?
So he answers Shrine first and just says, as far as I know, she said that she grew tired of the whimsy and the frivolity of this place and left. And then he looks over to you, Kanan. As for where she went, I don't know. I heard she met a new man.
Do you know what the man looks like?
He says, adorned in lots of gold jewelry. That's all I know.
You know nothing else? His race or the color of her skin? Did he have wings? Anything of the sort?
He's gonna roll for intelligence.
Huh?
He's gonna roll for intelligence.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, that's actually not bad. You know, now that I think on it, he did have similar scales to yours.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Kanan is going to.
You then see him take out a locket from his collar. And he opens it, and you see a blue dragoness inside. And you said, my Saphira. I miss her every day.
Think I know who she ran off with.
Roger's just gonna
Roger.
look over Kanan.
Roger, roll for perception for me.
Wait.
Oh my lord.
Oh, okay. I was
Damn.
trying to be vague about this, but I
Dude,
guess
dude.
not with an at 20. You look at the locket. This dragoness has Sedna's eyes.
Roger just looks over at Kanan.
Kanan is gonna move closer to the king so he can get a better look at that locket. What in the? Is this my sister?
She looks at you and just goes like, "What? No. Well, actually, is it? Do you know each other?
She looks like my sister.
Oh, well,
Don't quite think it's your sister, Kanan.
well, unless your sister's name was Saphira, I don't think it is the same one, good
He's
sir."
gonna squint at the picture. She's got the same eyes.
It says, perhaps some far-off familial relations? I don't know.
You said she ran off with a red dragon that had a lot of gold jewelry.
From what my scouts last told me, yes.
Maybe I should ask Mom if she's had any other blue children.
Roger is going to look over at Kanan, and he's gonna use the the earring to talk to Kanan in his head and just be like, I mean, Chris could have been involved somehow.
He was a truly devoted to my mother, I don't know. Maybe he had a fling? Kanan's gonna move over here.
Go call mom.
Excuse me. And
Takes
he's
out
gonna-
Nokia's cell phone.
And he's gonna use the message stone that Tiamat gave him.
While you do that, the king looks back at you, Roger, and goes like, "Oh." He looks at his daughter, who's like despondent on the throne now, and goes, "We've gone through the discipline part, but how do you mortals deal with the fallout afterwards?"
Well, in my experience, they're gonna pout. But eventually she's gonna get bored of pouting because she's not gonna have anything to do. And then she'll eventually come back around.
And then she'll be obedient and kind and my little princess again?
More like that'll probably happen several times. Like, every time she has a tantrum.
Oh.
But eventually she'll learn she ain't gonna get what she wants by acting like that. And when she does come back around and be nice, that's when you give her things she wants.
The way you speak of it is like training a dog.
Yeah, pretty much, actually.
He looks at you and goes like, does this not offend...
Hey, I could be telling you to beat her. That's what my parents did.
And just goes like, "Oh, well, I mean, you turned out fine."
Not because of them. Well, because of my pa, but not my ma. Damn sure.
He looks at you and just goes like, "I mean, from the looks of you, you would fit in quite well here."
Roger just gives a little bow.
And he goes like, "How would you like a job, actually?"
Are you gonna ask me to take care of your daughter? Because that's been hard, no.
Well, I'll pay you.
Sorry. And he's just gonna pat him on the arm. Like, no.
He's like, "I mean, what is it? Men? Women? Gold? What do you want?"
I've already got what I want.
And he looks at you and just goes like, "Oh, no human is ever truly content."
Well, first of all, I'm not human, thanks.
And he just goes like, "All right, you're one of those."
And second of all, I've already got my boy. I'm happy.
And he just goes like, "Your boy?"
Gonna hold up his hand to show his ring.
And he goes like, "Is that the silver one or the petulant one?"
The petulant one.
"Ah, I see." He says, "Well, considering my own taste and my wife, I do not blame you." And he says, "Speaking of which, my kingdom did receive an upsurge in jolliness the other day. I assume that was thanks to your group."
From my knowledge, yes.
It was actually quite potent. I've never had that kind of energy come up to us before. Whatever you did, it must have caused up quite a lot of merriment.
I'm sorry, do you not have brothels in the Feywild?
Not in my kingdom, no.
Roger's just gonna look at him and just be like, well, that's probably your first problem.
And so it's like, well, I mean, those kind of tastes don't really run very prominently in my kingdom, as far as I know, save for those goblins, but, you know, they're goblins.
As far as you know.
And he says, "Are you saying I don't know my own people?"
Yes.
So, while you're on the phone, yes. He was like,
Roger's just gonna point over at Kanan. It's like, see?
was he talking to me?
Yes, he was talking to you.
Meanwhile, Kanan, over on your side, your mother finally picks up the call. Yes, what is
Mother?
it, my Ruby?
Forgive me for calling, but first I must ask, how are you?
Just fine. You see, it looks like she's like trying out different visages
Oh, that one looks good on you.
He goes like, truly, I think the tiefling look is a little outdated, but
I have a question to ask of you about Alacris, if you're willing to speak about him.
she pauses and looks over to you. What about him?
Did he had any other consorts or flings with other female dragons?
Absolutely not. I would have killed them if that was true. Why?
Well, I am in the Fey Kingdom right now, and
Ugh, utterly frivolous and unnecessary creatures.
the king had a blue dragon wife that looked very close to Sedna, and I was wondering if Alacris had any other women in his life.
Are you implying that Sedna is not mine?
Well, no. I'm implying perhaps he had somebody else. Like, the picture is pretty uncanny.
And Jesus says like, how dare you?
It was not meant as an insult, Mother.
And it says like, well, sure as heck does now.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get the bottom of this issue.
It says like, I birthed that girl from my own very womb. How dare you try to assume anything else? And you don't hear a lie in your head, but there's like a complicated scratching noise in your head when she said that.
Forgive me, Mother. I didn't mean to insult you. I will not disturb you any further.
What about this line of questioning anyway?
The King of the Feywilds had a blue dragon wife, and when I looked at her picture, she looked like my sister.
It's just like, well, some dragons can look alike, dear.
And he said she ran off with a red dragon with lots of gold jewelry on his person. Obsessive, even.
She goes quiet.
Mother? Ooh, all this stuff is free. Hell yeah. Are you okay?
It was enough for me to have to kill him. Now you deign to cast doubt over his loyalty to me.
I'm not casting doubt over his loyalty, Mother. I am just trying to get the bottom of this mystery.
He says, Sedna is mine. Of that there can be no doubt. When she said that, you hear the scratching noise in your head again.
And I believe you. Thank you for... where are you going, sweetie? Thank you for enlightening me.
Very well. Though I appreciate your calls, I do ask next time you do not make such assumptions.
Forgive me. and he's gonna look a bit guilty.
Kanan, your mother then ends up ceasing the call, but as guilty as you feel, that scratching noise still sticks out to you in your brain. You've never quite heard it like this. Like usually you just hear lie or just silence in your head if someone's lying. But this time it was a scratching noise.
I don't like that.
And you think to yourself that maybe somebody that has experience with like this type of tricky magic like Roger might be able to give insight.
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
What'd she say?
She got pissed off that, I insinuating that, Chris might have had other women.
Of course.
So, you know.
I mean, did
She's-
she sound like she had any doubt?
She was convicted in her choice that Sedna is her daughter. So, I don't know, but every time she says that, I got a scratching in the back of my mind. It's not like how when I can detect people are lying or telling the truth. Every time she said that, that scratching feeling came back.
A scratching feeling?
Yeah. Not like I got an itch. It's like trying to remember something but you can't. Sort of scratching.
Roger out here thinking about shit like we've dealt with a false hydrant. Yes, I'm thinking about how we've dealt with a false hydrant and everything else. Oh boy.
I mean, if you want, Roger, you can roll for insight.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You really should
That-
have Thomas the Tank Engine trying.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You too, I swear to God. So, Roger, it sounds crazy, but this reminds you of a story you heard from one of your clients back in the day.
Boy.
The scratch. There was a story once about how one of the barons you were entertaining, quote unquote, had thought for a long time that the son that his wife sired was his. But it turns out that there were machinations at play, and the wife had paid off the doctors and had swapped out the child with a child born from an affair.
Roger is
This is crazy to you, but the situation sounds similar enough, and you think to yourself, maybe the scratching noise is a lie she doesn't know is a lie.
yeah, Roger's gonna look at him and be like, okay, so it felt like it feels like a scratching noise, but it's like the same, I don't know, wavelength or something that the lie feeling is from.
Yes.
Well, maybe she thinks she's telling the truth.
So she thinks my sister is her daughter, but she isn't?
I mean, it's a possibility. At least there's plenty of cases, especially in my line of work, where children get swapped out all the time at birth.
Then she's not my Kane's gonna go tight-lipped.
Roger's just gonna look at him and be like, I mean, that don't matter.
In any case, Your Majesty, the man she ran off with is very likely Buffont.
I do not know this.
He's a red dragon that used to be and is now back in my mother's employ, and he is absolutely, positively obsessed about gold. Even more so than a dragon's sake.
Well, I do not know the man myself, but
Be glad
I
that you
hope it-
don't.
I hope she's happy with him.
When we met him, we didn't see her.
And you hear lie when he says, I hope she's happy with him.
It's okay that you don't have to lie in front of us.
He goes like, oh, thank goodness, because fuck that man.
Kanan starts chuckling.
Well, gentlemen, I can't imagine that you must have come here for a casual visit. What can this king offer for you?
Helping us against Strahd, that all kind of thing. But we mostly came here to help you and to help establish a relationship with your daughter.
You actually want to see my daughter more?
I actually want to see you thrive instead of cowering behind, your crown on your head.
Well, I mean, it's a luxurious crown to hide behind, first of all, but
You know what
I
I
do-
mean.
I do see your point, and I appreciate your assistance. It's just been tough.
I understand.
And, oh, go ahead.
But we do need the Fey Kingdom's help in killing Strahd.
I've never militarized my people before. This will definitely be new. But my centaur warriors are apt and ready, as are my bullywog swordsmen.
Think of it as reestablishing your place in your kingdom and inspiring your subjects on the prospect of, how do I say this? Bringing more joy. It just gives them a toothy grin.
He goes like, I do like more joy.
Mm.
And you see he's like, he's rubbing his finger over where his chin would be, but there's no chin there. So. Well, I mean, I would love more joy brought to this place.
I'll make you an even better deal. You help our people, and I will give you more tips on raising children.
You do seem pretty good at being a scary parent.
I know.
Roger's also gonna look over at Kanan and be like, apparently we brought in a lot of joy with what went on the other night.
Yes, actually, you did. And my kingdom thanks you for it. The door is already pretty much halfway charged.
And apparently they don't have brothels here.
That is a travesty. You must have a brothel here.
Well, I mean, I have no such expert on brothels here.
Him?
Roger just gives a little bow.
Oh. Huh. He says, well,
Roger
I
here
suppose.
is a master whore, and he can help you set a brothel
Master
up
whore.
in the Fey Kingdom.
Roger's gonna be like, master whore. I like that.
Can we put that under your character?
When Kanan laughs, like the floor kind of rumbles like underneath them.
And the king just goes like, Well, if you think it would be best to use that to supplement more joy into this kingdom, then I suppose I will request if you would be able to give advice on that.
I can certainly give advice on that. Uh, you implied that like nobody in your kingdom does this sort of thing, but in my experience, that just means that everybody's doing it on the quiet.
And he just goes like, "Oh, good gods!"
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it.
And he just says like, "Oh no, but but this this is a kingdom all about joy, merriment, and partying.
And sex brings joy.
I suppose it does.
And I mean, party like, do you not have satyrs around here?
We do. You saw one of them."
Probably like the horniest fuckers in the Feywild.
And you see, he looks at you, Roger. He goes like, "Oh no, wait, you were kidnapped by my daughter. Apologies."
Yeah.
But yes, we do have satyrs.
Well, if you have satyrs and you have merriment and revelry amongst them, chances are not to put too fine a point on it, but chances are you do have people doing things that you're just not aware of.
Good gods.
I
This
feel
can't
like we should be getting the kooky sound effects every time we curse, like Kane is censoring us.
And he looks at you, he's like, "That can't be true."
Do you personally check on every individual in your kingdom?
No. I leave my daughter up to that task.
Yeah, there's the problem there.
Does she do that job?
Well, I mean, she tried a bit at first, but then she said that it wasn't for her. So she's delegated it here and there to some of my other centaurs.
She needs a job.
So you have other centaurs that are checking on people.
Yes.
Are they checking on them just to what? See what they're doing? Like,
And you see, he looks at the centaurs like, "Centaur guards." It's like, "You do your utmost to check on all the citizenry, do you not?" And you see that goes like, yep, all of them. Lie.
Oh, that's a pretty bad lie if I heard one.
Roger is going to take a couple of steps towards the centaurs and just be like, tell me, any of you been to a satyr party by chance?
You see the centaur over here goes like, "Oh yeah, tons of fun."
Tons of fun. Is that fun family friendly?
They look at the king. They look back at you. Yep.
Roger's gonna look at him and just be like, oh, you can tell me I'm a whore
Yeah.
by trade.
And you just hear lie in your head, Kanan.
You don't have
And-
to lie, centaurs.
And you say to the case of, "But I am certainly disappointed in you."
Why are you disappointed?
It just goes like, "This whole kingdom was made for fun, safe, family-friendly merriment, not sex and scandalous things."
Why? I mean, you have a daughter,
Yes.
That
which means you've
means
had
you
sex at some
sex.
point.
And he says like, "Well, I mean, yeah, but."
But I'm sorry. Do you believe that the people who live in your kingdom don't deserve to have that kind of joy either?
The centaur sees you walking away and he just breathes a sigh of relief. Phew. And he just goes like, it's like, "I suppose sex can be a part of their lives, but their first and foremost duty should be merriment and partying."
Party.
What do you think happens at parties?
And he goes like, "Well, certainly not at that anything that happens at that sad little frog's party, for sure."
Well,
Kanan's
that's a little different.
Gonna lightly smack the king with his tail.
And, ow!
And from what I understand, that frog's party would have been a lot more joyful if more people showed up.
Like the king.
It was so depressing.
It wouldn't
wouldn't
be
have been
depressing
depressing
if you were
brought
there.
people.
Yeah.
Just fine, like, fine. I'll go if you two go.
And Roger's also going to be like, the biggest thing, though, is that you are a kingdom of joy, but you're limiting people on the kind of joy they can. Roger's going to stop for a minute. And he's going to look at Kanan. And then he's going to look back at the king. You didn't happen to start that up after your daughter was born, did you?
Oh, yes.
How old is she?
He looks at it and goes like, well, she's about... Darling, how long has it been? And she also like... And she just goes like, I'm 400, you nitwit of a father. And she's about 400, so not that old.
Does she know what
She's
sex is?
an adult.
Say that again, Ashrine?
Oh, is it, does she know what sex even is?
She says like, duh.
Roger's just gonna look at the king like,
King says like, she doesn't mean that.
Your Majesty, she is an adult, even in dragon terms. She is a full-grown adult.
She'll still always be my little girl.
Stop that.
look, that aside, her being your little girl and all, that don't mean that you gotta have this kind of setup about everybody else in your kingdom. Hell, what are you gonna do if she meets somebody?
It's just like, well, I mean, she hasn't expressed such interests. I mean, most of the men she brings in are just usually those that she saps them free of their talent and music. And then afterwards, we just kind of let them go on their merry way.
I mean, maybe she's into women.
He looks at you and just goes like, well, then that will be her choice. But my daughter is not interested in such things.
Roger's gonna lean around the king and just be like, "You ever had a crush before?"
Yep.
Looks back at the father.
When? He looks back at her, and then she just doesn't answer him. Ugh, there is the silent treatment.
Sounds like you don't know your daughter quite as well as you think you do, and you don't know your kingdom quite as well as you think you do.
Well, it's hard when your daughter bosses you around all the time, and your people are at constant danger of being eaten by dark spirits.
Well, if your kingdom relies on joy as part of its energy source, you know, limiting that joy could be part of the problem.
So your solution to this is opening up a whorehouse.
Damn straight it is.
Your Majesty, as a father that has also been kind of not into brothels, I can tell you they are a very part necessary to having a happy kingdom. Because at the end of the day, people need to blow off steam. And going to a brothel is a very good way to do so.
He sighs and goes, what happened to the good old days of having jesters around to entertain the guests?
I mean, you can still do that. I don't see any jesters around here. What happened? Did your daughter eat them?
Actually, one did, but, you know, he said something crass to her that she didn't appreciate.
Oh.
Okay. Have you considered that maybe between you being uptight about this and her throwing hissy fits, that could be part of the problem?
He opens his mouth to speak, but he's like, huh.
Also, no offense meant, Your Majesty, but when was the last time you got laid?
Excuse you.
Probably centuries, which
He,
is
like-
why he is so uptight.
He looks like he's clutching his pearls and like just covering his cloak over himself, and he just goes like, "I get by just well enough."
Roger's gonna look over. Roger's gonna look over Kanan. He's not gonna say it out loud.
Oh
but
god,
he's,
he's
gonna say it.
blue balling himself.
He's gonna say it to Kanan in his head and just be like with his hand.
He looks at you and goes like, "Well, I mean, I'm perfectly fine like this." Lie.
No, you're not. Even royalty has urges, myself included.
And you hear the daughter goes like, "She's not coming back, Dad." And she says that she didn't take her things. She may come back.
Your Majesty, she ran off with a gold-obsessed red dragon. She's not coming back.
And it's just like, you don't know that.
It's been centuries, right? Your daughter's over 400 years old. Yes, she's not coming back. She went for the red dragon D.
D?
Yeah, he'd know about that.
Mm.
In fact, he's probably the expert on it.
Mm-hmm.
Having one of them,
He just goes like, "Fine. At the risk of further having to talk about my sexual status, I will give this brothel thing a try. But since I have no expertise on such things, I will leave that task up to you two."
Fair enough.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everybody!
Right, Mom.
Yay!
And he like flourishes his cloak and goes like, "Now I have to go try and get my daughter to talk to me."
Mm.
And Kanan, you get a message stone vibration.
He's gonna answer it.
It's just like, "Ah, Prince Kanan.
Who
How
is
fare
this?
you? It is I, Buffant."
Mm. How'd you get my message stone?
It's just like, "Well," and you see Tiamat in the back.
Ah. Hello, Mother.
And she just says that you mentioned there being a red, so I brought the next possible suspect.
I
Since it
appreciate.
can't have been my Alacrus, it surely must be this slob.
I appreciate you going above and beyond to assist me.
You see, Buffon says like, "Oh, you do compliment me so well, my queen." And you see her say, "You disgust me."
Buffont,
Yes.
in any time of your adult life, have you ever come across a female blue dragon?
Oh, several.
Mm,
I mean, they are pretty common amongst our kind.
Well, yeah, but have you ever taken a mate by the name of Saphira?
Nope,
Really?
not a single one. And you hear Tiamat say, "You goddamn liar."
I can tell if he's lying. He's not. I don't think he's.
You see Tiamat growing steadily more angry. She says that perhaps he's using a spell to circumvent it. Buffon saying that, "My queen, if I was, you'd be able to tell." But sadly, no. I don't know why you're asking this, young Kanan,
Are
but
you absolutely sure you didn't run off with one with eyes that looks like my sister's?
positive. She's not my type.
Really?
Of all the spectrums of colors, blue is quite far from gold, dear Kanan.
Oh, God, you really are sick.
I know.
Okay, well, then if it's not you, then it must be someone else.
Pardon me for speaking, but I am not the only red with gold accents in your court, Lady Tiamat.
Then who's the other one?
Tiamat says, like, silence. He says, you know who. One more word out of you, Buffont, and I will tear out your tongue and boil it myself.
Buffont, I wouldn't rouse her anger any further.
That is fine. I simply wish to bring up the elephant in the room. But no, it was not me, young Kanan.
Then he grimaces. I thank you for your honesty.
You're so very welcome. I also take things in the form of gold.
I will pay you when I get back there.
Splendid. And may I say, you look radiant this afternoon when you're filled with denial, my queen. And you just
gonna cringe.
and you just hear the call just end.
Oh. We should probably
You see the
head
king
back.
and so Roger, he goes like, that sounded like a lot to unpack.
It's something you don't need to worry about. It's family drama.
Well, certainly I wouldn't know anything about family drama.
Yes, you do. But I will get to the bottom of who your dear wife ran off with, and we'll talk more about the parent thing later.
Very well. In which case, when you are ready, talk to me again about this brothel business.
Of course, Your Majesty.
I will
That's cool.
sit with Barbara and draw up some plans for you.
Say it again.
He's like, I will sit with Barbara and draw up some plans for you.
Thank you. As for the alliance with your group, I will think on it. But I thank you for helping me with my daughter. I think, as much as I hate to say it, as much as I can approve of the alliance, if you can get my daughter to approve to the alliance as well, then I will for sure devote my forces to your cause.
That's gonna be a trial and a half, but nothing that is worth fighting for ever came easy.
Roger's gonna look over at Kaden and be like, why can't she be like Aurora and just want tiaras?
Because every dragon wants and obsesses over a different specific thing. With Ari, it's tiaras. With his daughter, it's songs and forcefully taking them from people.
And she says, it's like, I ask first.
No, you don't.
I did ask you.
And when someone says no, you just do it anyway.
I ask harder.
You and Lavinia both. And he's gonna look at the king and he's gonna look at the king and then he's gonna point at the centaur who's if they've been at a party.
Kanan, you hear Roger say Lavinia, and a morbid idea comes across your head.
What kind of idea?
She's the one person that never objects to potentially taking samples, even though people didn't consent to it. If she does happen to have said in a sample, she could test.
DNA testing?
Yes.
Oh, Kanan's gonna get an idea in his head, but Roger sees that he's grimacing.
The Excalibur face from Soul Eater.
need to talk to Lavinia.
Vinia?
Yep. But in any case, we should probably head back.
Roger's gonna look at the king and then point at the centaur, who had been at the satyr parties. Is just like, so this person here, get the contacts of the people who hang out at the party, who ran the party. Don't punish them or anything. Just get the information. At least then I'll have somewhere to start.
Okay, the king says. It says, like, do mortals usually dress up for this kind of illicit behavior, or?
Sometimes.
Roger's just gonna look back at him and be like, you mean the, like, what, the brothel part?
Yes, and the commencement of the sex.
Sometimes. That depends on what you're into.
Ugh. Well, I don't know if any of my people would go for such things, like I said, but if you can drum up enough interest, I will believe you.
Bondage is pretty popular.
Is it? It looks like bondage.
Ah. I'm gonna have fun with you.
Roger is going to like sort of take the centaur's side and just give them the heads up, like, because like I can't trust the king to not be.
The centaur just
weird
whispers,
about it.
Yeah, thanks for not blowing my cover.
I mean, hopefully you won't have to have a cover on it anymore.
It's like, listen, the king and the daughter is a lot, in case you haven't noticed. So, whenever we get tasked with doing her job, we just kind of take that time to unwind. I know it's
Fuck you.
being lazy or whatever, but it's one of the only times we get to relax and not have to deal with their bull.
I figured that might be the case. Well,
they fucking.
put out some feelers. See if there's anybody that'd be interested in a brothel.
But you see the centaur looks around. What kind of people you got at this brothel, though?
Well, we're thinking about setting one up in here, like, well, not here specifically, but you know, in the Feywild.
It says, you gonna have all kinds in there,
What are you looking for?
and he just looks around, and just goes, and he whispers, to you. It's like,
I don't like
eh.
that you're quiet.
He whispers to you, and then there's no enemy. Oh boy.
I'm DMing you.
Oh my god. What
You
are
have to
going
tell
DM
me.
No fear. I'm DMing you from the DM. One fear.
Brian, did you see what I said in session chat?
Yes, I did see what you said. Oh wait, no, I didn't see what you said in session chat. Roger is gonna look at him and just be like, okay, now I know that might technically be possible, but have you ever? He sort of like waves his hand, like.
He shakes his head.
Okay, well, I don't know yet what we're gonna have. I would like to have all kinds, but that also depends on who's willing to sign up. I'm asking if you could put out any kind of feelers to see if anybody has any interest.
He gives you a thumbs up. Will do. Got plenty of people that are pretty pent up in this place, to be honest.
All right, and hey, they can get paid for it.
And goes like, so it's like, do you also want us to ask Cameron?
He's gonna sort of. I have not met Cameron personally, but do you think he would be interested?
Honestly, I mean, I don't think a meteor could get that kid to move away from the pond that he's in. It's kind of really sad.
Okay, well, you Always offer. Ask. Find out.
He nods.
He's like, we will be back by when we are. Just give me a heads up. Roger is gonna follow after Kanan, and in Kanan's head, he's just gonna be like, "This king thinks that his people aren't kinky." That centaur was asking if they have pixies available at the brothel.
That's
Kanan says-
by the way, Kanan.
What?
that was Roger was talking to Kanan like in his head as he's following out, and he's just like, this king thinks that people in his place aren't kinky. That centaur was asking if we're gonna have pixies available at the brothel.
What?
Roger's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, potions can do a lot.
God.
He's like, I should know.
Okay.
Sorry, Mel, you were gonna say?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Working on that, we move over to Team B.
Yippee!
Yep.
Another fine adventure Paul will try to get himself killed on.
Although you should check session chat, Rattles.
Not like that.
So, you guys get dropped off due to some help from Barbara transporting you through the teleporter you guys left here. Back to the vineyard. And indeed, like Barbara said, it seems pretty heavily guarded and patrolled. Already you see like a few salads and also vampire soldiers and the night blades and also the floating eyeball creatures hovering overhead. And also you see one new rather disturbing looking creature that looks to be having eyes on the area.
Oh.
That sure is a
Beautiful.
lot of eyes on the area.
That's an acro creature.
It is.
Do we also see a certain someone here?
Which certain someone do you mean? Roll for the perception. Yeah, you see him. You're able to scope out the man. That's like 3 nat 20s in a row tonight, literally. So you guys see the entire area patrolled quite heavily, and you see Brutus, the Hellhound, looking rather bored, guarding the front of the vineyard. Now I have to ask you guys: are you using egg in this plan or no?
I mean, I don't think we have to.
Yep, I'm just asking in case you guys brought him.
I mean, Paul would have probably brought him just, piss him off, but
Well, we know he's scrappy, and we also know he's very good at annoying people. So,
yeah, we'll bring him.
You see Egg just burrowing near you, a guy's hiding in the plot of land and just being like, why are we bothering with hiding and not just going in there full frontal?
Because we did go into a straight assault. We would just get butchered.
Yeah, so it's like, we can take him in a fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 against 3. You're very optimistic.
I've dealt with more.
I mean, if you want to, you can piss them off and, you know, take them away from here.
It says like, I'm not stupid enough to fight them all on my own.
But could you distract them? I didn't say you had to fight them.
He looks at you and just goes like, yeah, right. You just want me gone.
Well, I mean, you just said you could take them.
He says like, I can't.
So, what's the issue here?
Yes. Looks at you and goes like, how about you? Why don't you use a fancy spell or whatever?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it just looks at you and just goes like, you're not the magic guy.
Probably just gonna kind of gesture and kind of give Fulmouth a glance and then look back at Egg.
You have to be more specific in terms of what spell.
Just like, I don't know, throw some magic bullshit around.
I could throw you.
And it just goes like, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't really want to kill you, but I'm pretty sure Fulmouth does.
No. As much as you annoy the hell out of me, no, I don't want you dead.
So, what's the plan?
I think you should still distract him and get him away from here.
You see he squints his eyes at you. And, what about afterwards?
You're fast, aren't you?
The fastest.
Okay, well, you can lead him away, and when we're done, we will come and get you.
He says like, he's gonna look at you, and he goes like, and you're not just gonna leave me behind?
We just said that we're not interested in having you die.
Uh-huh. And you've shown how much you care for me all this time.
I am literally not allowed to lie as a paladin, or I would lose all of my powers.
He's just like, well, which part of them do you want me to distract?
All of them.
Well, that's not really feasible.
He said he's fast. He can't just run around and collect everybody?
He looks at you, Paul. He goes like, this guy just wants me to die.
I don't want you to die. And he's gonna go over to Egg and touch his shoulder and cast evasiveness on him.
What are you doing? Ah! What'd you do to me? Why do I feel so fast?
Like you said, you're fast, so you can take all of them away.
When you do that, Paul, you hear the sound of a clock hand moving.
He's gonna look down at his wrist.
Like a grandfather clock hand, it very audibly ticks up one more.
Wait, is evasiveness a chronomancy spell?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Though I thought it was supposed to be, supposed to be if you use like very major ones, like the.
I mean, it's a 5th level.
Oh.
I don't know what the low level is for this, because Max never actually said.
Giving context clues.
Yep. He's gonna grimace at the clock and just look at Egg. So, do you think you can lure them all away?
Fine, I'll do as many as I can, but I think they're all thank me for this.
He's gonna put 10 platinum in his hand. We will.
Like, not that, you fool.
Too late. Spend it somewhere.
That's it. I want some free brothel sessions.
You have to talk to Roger about that.
Free brothel sessions or no?
You're gonna have to talk to Roger about that. That's not my job.
Well, if I don't get it's like, well, if I don't get confirmation, then I'm not going.
Do you want to die? Or do you want to go home so you can have this free brothel shit?
And he looks at you and just goes like, well, since I'm fast, I can probably get away faster than both of you if I have to.
So you'd be doing your job by taking everybody with you.
Or I can just leave you two here.
And
You know that the chief would kill you if you did that, right?
And you guys like, yeah, you and your stupid approval necklace.
No, he'd actually kill you for abandoning us in this.
quite a few people would.
He just stares at Paul and Paul is like, I want my free snooze.
I'll talk to Roger, but he can't guarantee anything.
I like the implication that Snoo Snoo's a term that the gator can use because Falmouth knew it.
He hops over this fencing here and just goes like, hey, you fuckers, come and get me.
Paul is going to look over at Falmouth. So, do you want to blend in or do you want to disappear?
Disappearing would be a bit simpler, but there's also the fact that Brutus is here, and I don't know how good he is at seeing through invisibility.
So, you want to blend in.
I'd say so.
Okay. And he's going to dig in his bag and pull out 2 bottles and pass one to Falmouth. He's going to give him the chameleon concoction.
Nice. You just
If it
hear
actually shows up.
little eggs screaming through the night sky. Ah!
And Paul is going to drink a potion of invisibility.
And Flash is gonna
I like how there's a sound effect for that. Okay, so Paul, you drink the invisibility potion and you go full invisible.
and Fallon's drinking the chameleon concoction.
So let me give you the invisible status. Give me a sec.
Now, what Paul didn't check is if they can see each other by any indication.
You are now invisible. And for Falmouth, I'm just gonna also give you invisible because there's no camouflage to status. I'm pretty sure you two can still see each other, right?
I mean, yeah, we're both covered in blue.
Yeah, that's invisibility.
Okay. Alright, so what's the plan?
He's trying to get Rat's attention so he can destroy the vineyard. And knowing him, he's going to be particularly drawn to any sort of bloodshed. So picking off things one at a time should work. I would avoid Brutus though. Brutus is going to be an issue, and I don't know about that thing over there. The vampires you might be able to make quicker work of.
Alright, well, I'm gonna let you lead, and I'll be back up, because if I do anything, they're gonna see me. Now we get to see which of these bastards can see any of us. Oh man, Falmit, this means you can do, sneak skills.
And Fallen is going to go towards the vampire here and take out his dagger. And he's going to try and slit the throat because thinks he does radiant damage from all attacks. He at least can do that with the dagger.
Boy, you hear about what's been going on over at the place with those heroes are at? The Barovia's whole place. Yeah. Heard there are more refugees going into there. It's like Lord Strahd keeps telling us to find a way in, but there's a barrier up. God, it smells good in there. And the other vampire goes like, I know. I heard they got a vampire living there somehow now. You hear the first guy like, you think they'll say yes? If we ask to go in and just see the brothel for a few minutes? And the other vampire goes like, no fucking way. I mean, maybe.
And you approach him with your dagger, Falmouth. And what do you do?
Like I said, he's gonna try and slit the one vampire's throat.
You slit his throat just as he's saying like, well, I don't know, it might be a good time to get us some good and go ahead and roll for the hit with a dagger.
Now,
I'm gonna say with advantage because it is like stealth. There we go. Another. Yeah, you slay him instantly. Well, not slay, but he starts clasping at his throat, choking on his own blood, while the other one sees this and squints his eyes to see you. And he's gonna go like, "Hey, who goes there?" And they're gonna try and roll perception.
Oh, you son of a bitches.
And there's my nat 20.
I was gonna say, can I try and do the dexterity stealth since I have advantage on that from the?
I mean, you can go ahead still. Let's see how that works out.
How's that gonna work out? Gets another nat 20.
I mean, that would be funny.
Huh.
So unfortunately, he still does see you, and he tries to claw at you. With a 27, that does hit, dealing 12 damage to you. Now, because of the effect of the chameleon potion, it doesn't really break an invisibility, but it like he basically knows what to look for right now.
He found that little rainbow shimmer.
Yeah, and what do you do, Fulmus?
Hall's gonna walk up behind this vampire and just tap him on the shoulder.
Go ahead and roll for sleight of hand.
Do I get advantage on that since I?
Oh my fucking god! Everybody basically nat 20 tonight.
Hell yeah.
You tap him on the left, and he looks over to the left, sees no one, and goes, "What the? What was that?" And
So
because of that, that gives you enough time to react, Fall Myth.
So he's actually going to attack the one that Paul just did using Oathkeeper.
Nice. Go ahead.
Is that with advantage again or no? Since he knows.
Yeah, with advantage because he got distracted by Paul. That was so close to a nat 20 again. Oh my god. So yeah, you basically slay him where he stands due to Paul's distraction. And while the other vampire is still choking on his own blood, writhing on the ground right now.
Since I did successfully slay, the one thing that happens from Great Webmaster does trigger where I get another attack.
Go ahead. You basically stab him straight through the heart and kill him as well. And you just hear Egg in the distance going like, "Is that all you got, you fuckers?" Ah! And you can see him like biting off one of the vampire's ears as he's fighting them.
Let's see. So, I have an idea. So, Fallen's just going to take hold of Paul's arm for a second. And he's going to cast another spell. There it is.
Ooh, the good old DD.
And he's actually going to move them over to this section over here since it's within range.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
I want to test something. Give me a sec.
Oh dear.
Here we go.
Mode of transportation, teleport, blink. Mode of transportation, teleport, blink.
Survey says.
Boop. It worked.
Boop. Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got to put your guys back on walk mode.
Well, this is going to start making the same sort of attempt, just picking them off one by one.
Go ahead and roll for the attack with advantage.
This is going to be like the most subtle Paul has ever been on this
that
goddamn game.
Is that another nat 20? Jesus Christ.
There is.
The rolls tonight are insane. Yeah, you basically slay her instantly. And the other vampire doesn't even notice yet because he's looking the other way.
Paul just following along with Paul Myth, just kind of grinning.
And again.
That's a hit. Go ahead. So you don't quite kill this one, but you stab him straight through with your sword and bring him low enough to where he kind of cries out in pain and bends over forward with the sword still in him. And he looks like he's about to call out for help.
Does Paul know silence?
He does not.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll here. For let's see if he's strong enough to cry out for help.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Apparently he is. He goes like, "Intruders, help!"
And Fulmus is gonna make a follow-up to try and finish.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead. Yep, you finish him off. Good job.
Now we should probably move away from this guy.
With the alarm raised, you see various soldiers and vampires and even like the bulbous abominations start to move towards where they heard that noise. And you just start hearing loud shouting all over the vineyard area now, going like, "Find them!"
Paul is gonna lean over to Bowmith. We just need to destroy this place, right? Okay, just making sure.
I guess got a fireball plan.
If I can get lined up with one of the vineyards. How is Egg doing, by the way?
He's completely surrounded, and he's a little scrapper. He's hurt, but he's like fighting his way through and trying to survive. And let me see here. Why is it not? Oh, because of stupid talent tree. Okay. Come on. Did it roll?
It got a
Yeah, that
one.
one.
Okay. He looks like he's sniffing around, but is distracted by the immediate noise and clamor that Egg is making, and he decides to go and investigate that instead.
And can Paul see everybody who's around Egg?
Yeah. You see the different Nightblade warriors, the Blue Salad, the vampire, and also Brutus that is now unfortunately heading towards him.
Oh, I don't need to. Don't worry. And he's gonna kind of disappear into the bushes.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Is Barovia's hope now so cowardly that they send a little tyke like you to do their work for them? And you see Egg try to attack Brutus for his words.
Paul is gonna cast 7th level Spellfire Storm.
Oh god. So, Egg actually hit, stabbing Brutus right in his chest. Brutus only smirking and just holding the spear in place. You've got some commitment in you. Hope you're ready for the rest of it. And he just keeps walking forward while driving the spear right through him, almost as if not to care. Bruce is like, "Fuck are you, you freak?" And that's when your Spellfire Storm comes out. And where are you targeting?
I stuck it right here, so it would hit everybody here.
I'm assuming you're having it so it doesn't affect Egg, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the Spellfire Storm goes out, causing a ruckus and chaos everywhere. As the commotion gives Egg enough time to roll out of the way and tries to bring their attention further elsewhere. And I'm gonna need you to roll for stealth, Paul.
And hiding in the fucking bushes. Saving throw? Or stealth check?
Just stealth check.
Okay.
Another nat 20.
So, because you casted the spell, the invisibility obviously ends from the potion. But your nat 20 and stealth make sure that you are well hidden in the bushes even after it comes out. And luckily, Brutus does not spot you. These fucking nat 20s, man, tonight.
So all of us need to roll the Constitution saving throws.
I'm just gonna say, for the sake of brevity, they're just gonna take the full damage.
Oh, so it's double damage for the ones who are weak to radiant.
Yeah, which is pretty much all of them. Except for
So 96 to all of them.
So they get pretty badly burned by the spell. They don't know who's attacking them, but they know there's an intruder on board, so they're looking around frantically. Brutus trying to smell out for it, but is too distracted by like all the guards screaming in his ear. And annoyed, he just takes this one next to him and just crushes his skull in his claws.
And he goes like, "So goddamn noisy! Ugh. The dog can't do his job well around here, but..." He licks his maw. "Maybe some gator meat will make me feel better." Oh, nice. Where? Oh, nice. Alright, so Dex saving throw from Brutus. I'm gonna say, because this is a surprise, he's gonna do it at a disadvantage. Not looking good there, Brutus. Oh god, even lower. Okay, yeah, he fails that, taking the full damage of this, and
43.
43. And let's see here. Take oh, okay. So no other effect, right? That I'm missing. It's just straight damage.
Straight damage.
Okay, good. He has ice spikes pierce right through him, and he just looks down and then looks right behind at where the spell came from.
So it shoots up from the ground like under him.
Yeah. He looks back and just sees, well, he's gonna try and see where it came from. Let's see. Well, well, well. Long time no see, Paladin. I recognize the feeling of this cold anywhere. How long's it been? The banquet?
Yeah.
Still gotta pay you back for what you did to me on that ship. He just grunts and breaks off the ice piece that's still in him from the rest of the ice spikes on the ground, and he just casually grunts more as he pushes it out the other side of his body till it falls out. And you see the hole in his chest already starting to close up. So, since you're here, I'm assuming the other nitwits are too. Where's my fun little cleric one? Is he still around? Or did he die off?
No, he's still alive.
Good. I will look forward to sending him to your head. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah. There's no active combat encounter.
Give me a sec.
Try.
What?
Give me a soda.
Never. I know.
Whoa, wrong button. Sorry.
Hold on.
What the fuck
Hi,
was that?
baby.
Don't worry about it.
My child's probably under the bed. You should check to make sure she doesn't wiggle.
She's so angry.
God, it's so hot in here.
It is quite hot today, especially where I'm at.
What the hell is it today? It is 23C.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so first up is this dude, the Nightblade, that's pretty weakened. He's gonna go over here, since they only know Volmit's location so far, and they're gonna end his turn there. This one's gonna move over here. One moves here. This Nightblade moving up here.
You're doing the Constitution saving throws, right?
This one is not near the Spellfire Storm.
Damn.
But this one was, though, the previous one that moved, so I will go ahead and do his. Forgot about that, sorry.
That's okay, so did I. You fucker.
So he passed, but he's still going to take the damage. Go ahead and roll for the damage.
I don't remember what it was.
70,
10.
Oh, yeah, like, immolated. That one's gone.
That works.
Excellent.
Straight up gone. Straight to jail. Okay.
So, does this one end his turn within the range? Because I think it also affects if it ends turn.
How big's the circle, Paul?
Because
20
range-
feet.
So let's measure, shall we? Okay.
Yeah, it's like right here, I think.
Yeah, that's within range. Alright. So, yeah, so con saving throw. That's gonna be and DC is what again?
18.
Yeah, he fails. He takes full weakness damage. Go ahead.
Goodbye.
That's gonna be a shit ton of damage, and he's fully immolated, fully. Brutus just saying, looks like you got some more toys to play with, wizard. Think you can kill me with one of them?
Oh, can he see me?
You're no longer invisible.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm hiding in the bushes.
yeah, he basically can smell you.
Damn. Well, ain't that a bitch?
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll dex saving throws for these guys. Give me a sec. Ooh.
He's just gonna stand up and be like, surprise!
Like a jackbox. Oh! Okay, so Brutus nat 1. I'm gonna headcanon it as he just doesn't give a shit because he knows he's immune. So he didn't even give it the effort to dodge it. The blue Salad, though, is going to take full damage, and unfortunately the Nightblade and the Vampire Spawn saved, though, so they'll take half.
Damn, but it does set the vineyard on fire.
It does. It very much does. There's fire, like, set all around the vineyard now. So go ahead and roll for the damage, please. Just press the damage button when you scroll up.
I got it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Slot takes 34, and the other 617.
Man, I wish mine would pop up.
You see, he kind of revels in the fire and just breathes it in through his maw. And you can see his horns kind of glowing alight with flames. Ah, thank you for that. Feels like home. You know, I'd like to think you and I have a lot in common now, little wizard. Considering the hells that I smell on
Oh, so you have like 6 different races in you too?
you. Well, no, but one other one, I guess you could say.
Damn, so I can't really call you a mutt.
Go ahead, please. I like dirty
Ew.
talk. Ew. Anything else for your turn?
He is going to cast reposition.
Is that a bonus action thing? Or is
Yes,
that...
it is.
Gotcha. Okay. So... who are you repositioning?
I mean, there's only one person I care to,
Okay.
and they
So...
still can't see him.
Wait, you can't see Falmouth?
No. I said, and they still can't see him.
Oh, yeah. Well, Brutus can, not the others.
So wherever Falmouth would like to go in 30 feet.
I turned on free movement, so you should be able to move.
And that's it.
Okay. This vampire spawn is going to try and move forward. You see this eye golem creature, though, sees the vampire move into a certain range. It holds out its hands, and one of the eyes in its hand opens. The vampire looks at the eyeball, screeches, and its eyes start glowing a brighter red.
Oh man, ass motherfucker.
And the vampire spawn now has increased AC and stats.
Okay.
And that's gonna end its turn there.
Okay, so Wallace going to first attack this blade, but he's gonna switch it to shield stance.
Nice.
And since he can't see me, it's still an advantage to attack. Is that correct?
Yes. That's a hit.
Okay, so that's 32 and 7. That is radiant.
Yeah, they're already full on dead.
So Thomas going to move to the next vampire spawn here.
Mhm.
He does get movement, and since he did slay something, he does get break up passes. He gets 2 additional attacks.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead and roll for damage. $28. Nice. You deal 28 damage to the vampire spawn.
And bonus action is the other attack from break up passes, healing 1 to 0.
Yep, that's it. You slay that vampire spawn where she stands.
And he's going to over here to finish his movement distance and
Okay. The blue slot's turn. Every time I say these things' name, I keep thinking of blue salad.
Yeah, I just think of that SpongeBob thing with that. What is it? Salad.
Yeah.
Salad.
Okay, so it's gonna attack 3 times. 1 bite and 2 claws. Okay, so that's a miss for sure. Wait, what?
The second one, well, there was a second bite that went through was 26.
I only rolled once.
Because this came up the second time.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a nat 1 on my end, so that one's a miss. So 2 claws now.
Who hops this time?
That one is a hit. Dealing. $15 damage. Another claw attack this time. That one's a miss. So that's going to be its turn. On Brutus's turn, he's going to head over straight to Paul here.
Walker's gonna be like, here, boy, come on.
It's like Brutus rolls with advantage because of your taunting.
Oh god, there's actually thing of the freaking Minotaur from SMT4.
Okay, let me see. I think we're gonna go with 3 claw attacks. That's a hit. Dealing you.
Well,
12
damn.
damage. Okay. So go ahead and take that damage, and I will roll 2 more claws.
Oh right, Paul would have had 5 temp HP from the ability from before.
Okay, so yeah, just take out 5 damage from that then.
Oh.
So that's a miss. And now for the 3rd claw. By the way, Paul, roll for concentration check, please.
Oh, he doesn't need to. I don't know why it's still doing the concentration, but he was done with the spellfire thing.
Oh, okay, so you're letting it go? Okay, I'm just
Yeah, because he already killed who he wanted to.
Okay. So I'm just gonna break concentration on that. So the 3rd claw does hit though, so let me roll for that damage. You take 9 damage.
Hi. Yay.
And Brutus said, "Oh, that's sturdier than normal wizards. I commend that."
I'm sorry, did you say something?
And as the fight is going, you see from the carnage and the bloodshed happening, an ill wind flows through that disturbs even Brutus.
Boy.
And you see forming from a blood pool that forms in the middle of this intersection here. First forming, it's just a normal puddle of red, and then extending out to a bubbling broth of bones and death. Rises up Wrath.
Egg, if you can hear me, that's your cue to leave.
Egg is gonna try and run. And he's gonna have to roll a dex saving throw here. Unfortunately. So, unfortunately, he's just short of running away in time, as Wrath it easily chases after him and just slashes an X cross against Egg's back. And in a splash of blood, you hear Egg grunt out of pain and slide against the ground. Smell of blood has tainted this land. It's allowed me to come here. And who should I see but some familiar faces? Shall we dance then?
Paul's gonna look at him and just kind of whisper to Brutus, I don't actually remember this dude at all.
Brutus just shrugs and goes like, I don't know him either, but more the merrier. So, meanwhile, back in Fairyland.
Meanwhile, back in Fairyland.
Just
Shut
a
up.
15-minute heads up.
Yeah, I know. Nice. So, Roger, you and Kanan return from a brisk little tour around town, talking with people, trying to drum up interest. And pretty much indeed, as you had surmised, this is one of the most repressed places you've ever seen, ran by a king who made assumptions that his kingdom was as, how do I put it, wholesome, fun-oriented as he is.
G-rated.
What do you say?
G-rated.
G-rated, yeah. And through various visits, you guys made a visit to all the areas, the Bullywug territory, the Goblin territory, which Kanan was very much not welcome there inside. But you guys managed to even visit Cameron, so Roger got to meet Cameron. And you basically got like the whole deal of Cameron there, same as Paul experienced.
Now you see, I have to throw something out here that everybody is probably gonna hate, but it's really funny.
Oh.
Lord.
In my loot that I had listed in case anybody fought Cameron, one of the things that is in his, like, canonically in his little pond is giant frog nudie mags, and it's like, you didn't even know they made them.
Oh no.
No.
So you're welcome.
And yeah, so even though like you thought Cameron would be pretty innocent, well, we'll role play out a little interaction between you two. It's like, oh, you guys are. Oh, actually, would you like to play Cameron, Shrine? I feel like I feel like you have the much more fun voice for him.
Okay. So what is this? Just him like talking with Kanan?
Yeah, so
or...
it's Kanan and Roger in his little pond realm, and you guys are like asking about his interest in a brothel.
It's just like,
Okay.
brothel. Well,
Yeah.
Mother always did say I should settle down with a nice girl. Maybe it'd be a good way to meet someone.
Sure, but it's not a It's not a dating building.
I know what a brothel is. I live in the Feywild.
No way.
Roger's just like,
I can't believe
there aren't any brothels here.
I can't believe Cameron knows what sex is.
yes, he does.
So,
I'd be interested. I would believe that many people here would be interested.
okay. Do you have any particular tastes?
Well, frogs like myself, preferably.
Okay, I will note that.
Roger just looks over.
Yeah.
Kanan's just like, man knows what he wants.
Soma in your head can just goes like, how does someone like this have any sexual desire at all?
Kanan just shrugs.
I should tell Mother.
Mother, I'm about to go see some horse.
The lady she brunches with would be very excited, I think.
Oh God. And afterwards, Canon, you visit the goblins who greet you as like the goblin leader is like, well, it isn't the man that ate one of my own.
He deserved it.
And you see they already try to crowd you and Roger.
Kanan is gonna spread his wings. I wouldn't do that.
Well, this little tiefling here looks nice and dandy. How about you stick around there, pretty?
Well, we're actually coming around to ask about something related to that.
He
We're-
says, because we're looking for a new little toy to keep around here, you know.
Well, we were going to put out a bit of a survey about if we should have brothels around here.
They all cheers like, hell yeah!
That's what I figured.
And the goblin leader goes like, hell yeah, we'd like some ass around here.
Kanan grimaces.
You offering, cutie?
While that is my profession, that is not actually why I am here. I am here because we are seeing if there's interest so we can see about opening one.
And is your dragon friend here a part of that?
Yeah, you can also say he's a muscle.
He looks at you and goes like, pretty damn big muscle for a whorehouse.
He snorts. He snorts smoke at the leader.
Roger's just gonna lean on like Kanan's shoulder like as best he can.
And he looks at you both and goes like, well, suffice to say, we're interested, but, you know, if we can get a cut, I could possibly offer some of my goblin men and women to the cause.
Cut.
Well, would they be interested?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna squint a little bit and be like, would they be interested without someone twisting their arm?
Yes. And you just hear Goblin back goes, I've been dying to fuck!
Okay. Roger's just like, yeah, because consent comes first, no matter what establishment we're in.
The whole Feywild is just touch-starved.
Basically, yes.
He's like, but my concern is the dragon one here. I mean, we've already seen him eat one of my own. Is he gonna-
Roger's gonna slowly look over at Kanan.
He will slowly look back, spreading his massive wings. What?
What assurances do I have that you won't get hungry one day and start snacking?
You don't
Why'd you
hurt
eat him?
people, I won't eat you. That particular goblin is the reason why I adopted Rolly. He was flea-ridden, abused, had several bruises all over his body, and I made a deal with the leader that if he gave that goblin to me, I wouldn't hurt the rest of his tribe.
Not the way I would have handled it, but yeah, I can see why.
The goblin says, like, hey, more power to you. I mean, you got rid of one problem for me, so that's not the part I'm worried about. I mean, eat whatever assholes I don't like as you want, but if I'm going to be giving my people as employees, I just need to know that they'll be safe. So,
Just don't cause trouble or try to force yourself on anybody and we won't have any problems.
he
Trust
extends
me.
his hand.
Roger is gonna look over at Ken and be like, "Trust me, I'm not gonna have him eating any of my girls."
He extends his
Not
hand.
in the way he thinks. of me, though.
He extends his hand, but then he spits into the hand first. Shake on it. Goblin shake.
Roger's straight up gonna just do the same thing.
Kanan grimaces. That's unsanitary.
He shakes hands with you, but he like lathers the combined spit around in both of your hands.
Ew.
And gets like, that's a goblin handshake if I ever seen one. Yeah, boys. And you go like, yeah. And he then looks at you though and doesn't let go of your hand and just goes like, but seriously though, you offering your services?
Kanan snarls.
Roger's just gonna be like, "No,
He
not
lets
right
go.
now."
He lets go after hearing the snarl and goes like, all right, fine. And afterwards, going around seeing all the different races, you guys
Also, Roger is also gonna just press the digitation, both of their hands after they leave.
you walk away and you eventually get enough support and go back to the king in his chambers. Ah, you've returned. So, was it not as I said? Surely they aren't interested.
People
Your
are
kingdom's really
desperate.
horny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Your kingdom's really horny.
you jest, surely.
No.
Even the giant frog.
Cameron?
Yeah.
He is but a lonely child. How could he possibly want any of that?
Roger's gonna pause and be like, "Child." It looks over at Kanan. He said he was like 350 years old. What are you talking about?
He goes like, oh, that's child's age to us.
Roger just squints at him.
And he goes like, and he looks at his daughter. Isn't that right, my dear? The 400-year-old dragon just says like, fuck off.
Language.
We're still working on things.
Well, anyway, you have plenty of people that will be very interested in brothels being around.
It's perfect. Well, perfect as in good news in terms of being able to produce more joy, I suppose. But will you also offer the training?
I mean, yeah. It's not that complicated.
And he just goes like, oh, I'm sure it's not. I mean, it certainly was simple enough between me and my wife, but how could she resist all of this regality before her?
I mean, she left you for a red dragon.
Silence!
Kanan just smirks.
Roger's just gonna be like, "So, is the crown your head, or is like there's some invisibility nonsense going?"
The crown is my visage and bodice, yes. Why do you ask?
Roger's gonna look over at Kanan.
Hard to say how you won her over in the first place if there's nothing to really look at.
Oh. do not mistake me for this form you see now. Back when jolliness ran through this entire kingdom and my kingdom was abuzz with joy and energy, I looked much bigger and much handsomer than this.
You still have the crown, though? No face?
Yes?
She probably fell in love with your crown.
Wow!
Well,
And
she
he goes-
was a dragon, Your Majesty.
We
It goes like that.
love gold.
It says like, that is incredibly shallow and hurtfully possibly true. But I prefer to believe that she loves me for who I was.
I mean, if you want to be Delulu, that's fine.
The Lulu. Where's Kanan speaking up too many words from his kids? It's so much as saying in your head like, what is the Lulu? Where did you learn this word?
My kids.
Oh goodness, I am going to have to talk with that spoiled one still. And you see, the king goes, but nevertheless, good job. I will have plans to produce space for a brothel immediately.
And our alliance?
He looks at his daughter. I believe I told you about the, he nudges towards her.
Princess,
What?
I would like a word with you.
Varia? Patience, respect, my dear. Remember? She just mutters something underneath her breath as she approaches you.
What was that?
And he goes like, nothing you need to know, outsider.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, Varia? Well, I don't know this one's name, father.
It's Kanan.
And he says like, ugh, what an uncute name.
It's not meant to be cute.
And she says that only cute things are worthy for my mouth.
I'm not even gonna dignify you with that with a response.
King says like, please don't.
In any case, princess, we need you to cooperate with your father.
And says, well, you got your friend back, didn't you?
That's not what I'm talking about. See, if you want your kingdom to still be here and not be swallowed up by monsters, you're gonna have to do your part in preserving the Feywilds.
I do plenty. I am the very mascot and icon of our kingdom.
You sit around and do nothing. Even I can see that.
Well, I mean, that's what an icon does.
You are a princess. You represent your father and your kingdom. And you can do more by actually taking part in running said kingdom instead of sitting around here and just swallowing your own filth.
She's gonna try and slap you with her tail.
Counter with the, hold on. Stupid sheet. Hold on. Character sheet. Whee! Normal roll. Oh my god, it's so laggy.
Okay.
I can't see what the roll was.
23 for yours. Ooh. She rolled lower, so you stop her hit with your own tail.
Damash.
And she just says like, Father! And it's like, what do you want me to do about it, my dear?
gonna use his tail to smack her upside the head.
She like with like the tip of her tail holds her cheek like her hand.
Listen, child.
You hit me.
I did, and I will do it again if you don't listen.
And I'll do it again.
It's like that Joffrey slap on Game of Thrones.
Oh, that was so good.
I'm telling Mother.
You
And she just
will
Oh, go ahead,
work with your father. You will do as he says, and you will do it without protest. Because if you don't do this, everybody in the Fey Kingdom will die, and it will be your fault.
her mouth starts like quivering, and she's like,
Don't cry.
"Hey, you hit me."
And I will do it again if you cry again.
Father, disintegrate him.
Kenneth's gonna stare at the king.
The king just goes, Father, did you not hear me? And she's gonna roll charisma. And let's see if he can beat that score.
Ooh, excuse me. And ooh.
He goes like,
Roger's going to touch the king's arm. And just shake his head real slowly. Let him cook.
So with your help, he's gonna roll with advantage. Oh my god, no! That's funny. Even the king is not 20 tonight.
Beautiful.
He instead strikes his daughter.
Oh shit!
And
Kanan
he
smiles at that.
He just goes, and he just goes, "You will be good and obedient, and stop insulting our guests and acting like a spoiled brat." She starts crying. And the king says like, "Silence!" And like she just immediately stops crying and just looks at him like, "Oh."
Kanan nods with approval.
Years of crying, I have learned to discern which tears are real and which aren't, my dear. And for the last time, listen to these men. They are trying to help our kingdom. Act responsibly. She just grimaces and begrudgingly looks over to Roger and Kanan.
Nicely done, Your Majesty.
The king says like, "Thank you. I already feel awful."
Nope, don't just take that feeling in and throw it away. Now,
Fine.
are
What do
good
you
at-
two What do you two girl beaters want?
Are you good at throwing parties?
The absolute best.
Good. We're gonna need you to organize a big party because my friend and I here, we are going to be building a brothel.
Ew. Brothel.
Yes, a brothel. It's not for you, it's for your subjects.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to participate.
Right.
All we need
Raj-
you... Go ahead.
Roger's gonna stand there just like, jeez, it ain't that bad.
And she just goes like, what could you possibly do in there that's more fun than music and dance?
Sex.
It's just like, yes, I've heard about sex. Sounds gross.
It can
It's
be,
actually,
but it's a lot of fun.
It is. It can also be fulfilling.
Also, we do music and dance in the brothel too.
We do.
She then pauses and looks at Roger. Will you be performing that song in there?
No.
That song ain't exactly appropriate.
I demand that song.
You demand nothing.
If you play that song, I will agree.
If he plays that song, he might incur the wrath of my mother.
And she looks at you and goes like, looks you up and down and is like, I don't care about your peasant of a mother.
I'm sure Lady Tiamat would love to hear that.
You see the faking goes like, Tiamat.
Yep, that's my mom.
Oh, well, I had no idea I was in the presence of the royalty.
It
Do you
wasn't
know-
important.
Do you know she's available? Is she seeing anyone right now?
Oh my god.
Roger looks over at the king.
Kanan thinks about this.
And you see his daughter goes like, Daddy!
Looks back at Kanan and is just like,
The queen is not available to see someone emotionally.
Ugh.
But oh god, I can't believe I'm saying this. If you play your cards right, you you posturize yourself in front of her. Gifts are very much expected. She might give you an ear. Might.
You said like, he can't possibly be telling the truth, father. And the king goes like, well, I mean, it is a rather bold one if he was to lie.
Kanan points
Oh.
to the multicolored the multicolored
Yeah.
artifact on his horn.
She takes a look at it, squints, goes like, the limited edition multicolored crown.
oh my god. Roger's also gonna gesture and just be like, and just to point out, if you swing and miss with Tiamat, she does have a lovely court of women.
She looks at you and goes like, are you a fan of Bahatia too?
Oh no.
Of who? What did he say?
Roger, who has spent enough time around Paul and Charon at this point, looks over at her. Is that why you want to hear the song so bad?
Yes. Oh, it's such a great love song, don't you think?
I won't give it to you, but if you want to hear it sometime, I can play it for you.
I would recommend asking my mother first.
But you haven't answered my question. Are you a Bahatia enjoyer?
What?
He's just gonna look over
They're
at Kanan.
brother and sister.
And she looks at you and goes like, and?
They're brother and sister.
I don't hear a problem.
They're two halves of the same whole.
You see the king looks at you and goes like, I believe sensibilities in your realm might be different than ours, I'm afraid.
Clearly.
When Kanan says that they're two halves of the same whole, Roger's gonna just look at him and be like, now, not to throw fuel on this fire, but would that not just mean it's masturbation?
Keenan is gonna stare at Roger. Don't.
You see the girl looks at you and goes
The
like,
question.
and I thought you were someone with good taste.
It's
But-
bad. It's bad enough that I caught my mother in my bathtub with Drakshara.
Wait, who's Drakshara?
New ship unlocked.
It's my dad.
The Queen had an affair?
No.
Queen's had a lot of partners, from my knowledge.
And she looks at you and just goes like, "This is so juicy. You have to tell me more."
Ugh, I will tell you more only if you cooperate.
Only if you tell me more about the Bahatia nonsense.
With no sass back. We'll talk. We'll see how you
And she's just
do.
like- And
No, listen. Stay with me. If you do everything that your father asked without protest, I will tell you more about Bahamut and Tiamat.
please do. And you see the like multicolored spectrum of her face turn red. It's just like, oh, it's just so good. Makes me feel all giddy inside.
Ew.
It's like, hey, don't judge. But yes, that's what I wanted. That is why I wanted that song. It's the original and most beautiful love song between two gods that used to be one, don't you
I
think?
mean, if you want to know about them more, I'm happy to tell you about it, but you can't do what you tried to do to Roger, and you can't keep sassing your father.
You see, the king goes like, especially that last part.
Can
And she
Roger
just goes,
in-
oh, good.
Can Roger insight? I guess it would be an insight check, but can Roger insight check? Like, would this girl get along with Charon?
Go ahead. Insight.
She's trying to figure out, like, okay, would she be too much?
Oh yeah,
for
100%.
her?
100%. They'd vibe. They'd
They'd
vibe
vibe.
together.
Okay. Roger's just
Now,
like,
And
we have somebody you
have
might
a-
need to meet.
deal, princess?
she looks at you, rubs her chin with her tail. Well, I mean, it's not every day you meet the son to one of your favorite ships.
Ugh.
Just tell me one thing. Since you're red, does that mean it's true?
What?
There were roles I read about her having a red lover.
You mean my grandsire?
So it is true.
Yes, she had several consorts, and
Oh my-
Alacris was her favorite.
Oh my god, the rebound is real.
Oh my god, woman.
Roger is kind of grinning at this point.
She extends her tail to you. It's a deal so long as you tell me more about them.
It's a deal so long as you do as you're told. And he shakes her tail with his.
And she just goes like, yes, Bahatia Daddy.
No, no. No.
And the king goes like, I agree. No.
Just Kanan is fine.
And she just nods. And you get a message stone vibration, Kanan.
Oh god, he's gonna answer it.
Tiamat's like, I sense a disturbance in the goddamn force. What are you doing?
And it says, yo, my favorite guinea pig, or at least one of 4.
Lavinia?
Hey, so don't know why you gave me that call out of nowhere. I mean, and by the way, I resent the assumption that I would have Sedna's sample, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah, I did.
Ah.
Anyways, I did that testing you were talking about with whatever you had left of that dude's horn.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know the answer?
Yes.
How much is it worth to you?
What do you want?
And she says like, well, I mean, your friend Roger's been very tough on surveillance with me lately, and I got this fucker following me around everywhere. So, I
Out
don't
of
know.
the
Can
question. That's your
you,
punishment.
I mean, can you at least convince him to ease up? I mean, it's not like I'm stealing it. Anyway.
I will talk to him, but there's no guarantee.
Just want to throw out there that if she did testing, wouldn't that mean she has access to her science equipment, which she shouldn't supposed to have access to in the first place?
Yep.
Wait,
100%.
do you still have access to your equipment?
No.
Are you lying to me,
Yeah, you hear in your head lie.
Lavinia?
What? I am a very skilled and knowledgeable woman, and I'm using my instincts to give you an answer without need for equipment.
We're gonna have a talk about this when I get back. But what did you find?
You gotta give me something.
Roger,
Yeah.
she's asking you to ease up on her punishment.
On the surveillance?
Yeah.
Well, that depends. Is she gonna agree to a deal?
Are you gonna agree to a deal?
Which deal?
He's
The
gonna
one.
he's gonna move closer to Roger so he can hear her because he's tired of being the in between.
The middleman.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, the one that was, saying that you would sign an actual contract.
Oh,
And
hey.
you're not gonna take samples.
Hey, Roger, buddy. Didn't know you were here, too. I was just helping Kanan with something.
I know.
And listen, I would love to sign that contract, but a girl's got to work, and I'm afraid a binding contract might be a little stifling. And how many times have I helped you all using my own very unique brand of science, and
Lavinia?
also no. Look,
If you want something that bad, do you have any Feywild samples?
yeah, a few. Why?
Anything you're looking for in particular?
What are you looking for?
I'm asking you if there's anything you're looking for in particular.
Well, I mean, I have the basics, stuff like fairies and satyr and all that. Any of that I could find poking out of some portals of the Feywild here, but nothing extensive. Why? You got something rare to trade?
I have. What did you say, Reynolds?
Paul will lend her the devils.
Paul will lend her the devils? What is he gonna lend them? Oh my god.
Yes. Human body experiments, but with devils.
Roger's gonna be like, well, we have access to the Feywild. And as it so turns out, they do want to open a brothel here. Maybe you could get permissions. Just saying.
That would offer a chance for a lot of seminal fluid to be collected.
Yep, sure would. And on top of that, maybe we could talk to Paul about possibly getting some of the devils that he's working with involved.
Sure, why not?
All right, there you go. And he's gonna hand it back over to Kate.
Yeah. And she says that, oh yeah, by the way, I mean, don't know why, but figured since you're doing something for me, I should do something back. First of all, Kanan.
Yes.
Yep, match. That Alicris fellow is the daddy.
So,
She just looks interested tone-wise, and she says like, did I just discover your half-sister for you, or?
Mom's not gonna like this.
Alright, well. Roger,
Yeah.
Don't know why, but I figured I should tell you. I've been asked by Dispater to cease on certain specimens that I had.
To cease on certain I'm assuming it's the ones that you collected without permission.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good.
You know, I've always been wondering how Lady Skia is doing.
Are you asking for samples from Lady Skia?
Do you know how Lady Skia has been doing?
To my knowledge, she's doing well. Why?
You know, her husband is very overprotective.
For good reason.
He's just gonna sit there for a second, and it's just like, it's Dispater.
And he goes like, yep. Which makes it more interesting, say, if he told me to throw away a sample.
Throw away a sample. Like, whose sample?
Well, a girl is contractually obligated not to say more, but I gave you enough of a hint, I think.
See.
Well, as for the other contract thing, sure. If you can supply me with some good old Feywild specimens, then I will sign your stupid contract.
All right. Well, that's something that we can look into doing.
Mm-hmm. Now, I gotta get out of here.
I'll be in touch.
Why? You want further testing on this?
Yes.
All right.
The hard
me up.
part is, well, you worry about that.
Nope. You know where I am, and you just hear a door busting open, and you just hear in the background Morton going, "Oh my god!" And he goes like, "Gotta go later."
We should probably head back.
Yeah, probably.
Your Majesty will be taking our leave now, but we will talk again soon.
Yes, very well. My daughter and I will await your return, and I'm sure the brothel people will also await instructions. And you see the daughter looks at you, and just goes like, "Can you give me your message stone glyphs?"
Can you give me your digits?
Why?
You know, just wondering, you know, so we can like chat it up about Bahatia. And she looks at you, Roger, and like, "How about you? You know about Bahatia?"
I can infer from the name, but I also know someone who might be open to talking with you about it.
It's
too.
like, what? What? I mean, I could use Tiamat if you want.
No, it's no. I get it. I understand what it is. I'm saying that I know somebody though that might might be more interested.
Ooh, fun. You know, it's just I prefer Bahatia because, you know, Tiamat just makes it sound like mud. You know what I mean?
Don't say that in front of her.
I won't. But ooh, can you give me a meeting with her?
That just sounds like smut.
Princess.
I have always wanted to meet the Queen of Chaos. I'm a big fan of her work.
You realize that she has a very capricious temper.
I know.
Roger's gonna clap.
You realize, trying to talk to her probably puts you and your dad in the crosshairs.
and she just goes like, oh, but she's such a big celebrity.
Okay, I will see what I can do, but I make no promises.
Roger's gonna say to Kanan's head, I mean, if anyone's gonna teach her manners.
Or she might set her on fire and turn her to ash.
I mean, it's just him. It worked on Faye.
You see the king goes like, I insist I supervise this meeting between her and Tiamat. I'm her parent after all.
You just want to meet her too, don't you?
Oh,
Right.
well, I mean, such implications.
He's gonna fist bump
The only thing I can say is you better have a very extravagant gift.
Well, I mean, let's just say
Not
they're.
you.
Oh.
I'm talking maybe like gold, something precious to you that she would find interesting.
She goes like,
She might even take your crown.
I have information to give to her.
Regarding what?
The oldest enemy of the dragons.
I will tell her.
And she says like, I know they've been lost to history and time, but I know one that still lives.
I will tell her.
And she like claps using her tail against the ground, goes like, splendid. Oh, Daddy, I have to get my best looking colors.
Okay, I'm leaving. Or trying to leave, but I can't. Ooh, the lag is horrible.
Yeah. But
Come on, Roger, before I leave you behind.
Right, well, Roger would love to, but I have a black screen, so.
oh god. Okay, well, it's a good time to call it anyway. But good job tonight, gang. We will resume next time to finish off Team B's combat shenanigans.
Shut up.
Yeah, how dare you? With my own voice. And also with further of Paul perhaps discovering something.
He doesn't like that. He's not gonna like it if he finds out the Spader is behind it.
Yep. Just one.
Because that will be either the fourth or fifth thing he has held back from Paul.
Yep.
He won't like it
Yeah,
when he
maybe.
finds out he's a furry.
No, he knows he's a furry.
He just sits down. Sits down. cries.
Helena.
And sits down from Paul. Son, I'm a furry.
Oh, just looks at him. Duh.
Roger just looks at him.
You're dating a
Woo woo.
bird.
But not a gloaming, apparently.
Wow.
So many questions.
Wow.
Also, Sedna is Kanan's half sister. Yay!
No.
But she doesn't even know.
No.
It's kind of weird anyway, just because Kanan's not this actual son of Alacris or Tiamat. He looks descended, so it's like weird relation.
Or is it? But we'll save that for next time. But good job today, gang. So are you guys available next? Oh, I mean, it's Sunday is the same week now, so I guess on Saturday, the 13th.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Now?
Rattle.
I said yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. The 13th, then, gang. We're gonna start off next session with a bang. I will say that much.
I don't like that.
But yes, good job today, gang. I hope you have fun, and I will see you guys next time.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm off Saturday, so.
Crimson Desert.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you going to stream Crimson Desert?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll watch.
Alright, folks. I'm
Okay.
apparently being
Bye.
summoned. I'm being summoned for Christery apparently too. So, oh boy.
I am either
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
get to bed.
What? I'm sorry. What?
Christery, Chris Chan shit.
Oh, okay. I was
Chris Chan
Why,
documentary.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Ew.
Because it's her soap opera. She loves making people suffer.
Look,
She
there's a
should have
really
her own layer of hell because she keeps making
There-
people
That
suffer.
dude
There
is
is this-
that girl. Sorry, is such a weirdo.
there is this. Okay, all right. Let me explain.
Explain your kink.
There, it's not. No. Anyway, there is this very good documentary on YouTube on Chris Chan. It is ridiculously long. Like we're talking like 80+ parts long, and very thorough. But it's one of those things that the way that it is done and how they present it, it's very like a lot of the previous
Clinical.
documentaries about Chris were like just people being assholes. This is actually like a clinical take on where did everything go wrong without like it just started presenting the information. And it's one of those things that when somebody says they haven't seen it, we usually go, "Oh, really? Would you like to?"
No. Don't you say we. I'm not a part of this.
Hey, I'm not. I'm saying we because Flux is also in on it. Flux does it too.
Kamehameha.
Yes, Kamehameha. And we've been watching it with one of Flux's friends.
This
So,
this is my wife. This is why I talk to AI.
So my question is like, is Chris Chan still like releasing that Sonic Chew shit? Or,
I
is-
don't-
or
Not
Actually,
really.
no.
like what are they doing now? Is my question.
Don't.
The-
She's gonna put
the-
you in a watch together.
I am not going to put him in a watch together. Besides the fact that the fucking thing is out of date anyway. No, I'm gonna pull up the quickie. Hang on.
Just look at this picture of Bexy.
Let me see here.
I mean, just
Is that his name?
Yeah, Bexy.
Actually, yeah, he's the Mongolian god of war.
Oh, is he in Crimson Desert?
No, God
no,
of War.
he's in
Oh, God of War.
Lao Fei.
But just look at him. Like
Looks
he-
like,
he-
uh,
Makes
the
me
bed-
think of
the
Ganon
bedroom
from
three eyes.
Hyrule Warriors.
The bedroom three
A little bit.
eyes.
Yeah, the minute I saw this fucker on screen with the color scheme, I was like, Mel.
Meltrap.
Yeah, Meltrap.
Apparently, she is currently in Helsinki
Oh,
and was spotted going to the
oh, the amazing digital circus.
Digital Circus finale.
Oh boy, I bet the people that
Helsinki,
got
Finland?
Yes.
yeah,
How?
I bet the people in that theater had a hell of a time if they spotted her.
She's
If they
got
recognized her.
She's
Yeah.
got a friend, I believe, that lives in Helsinki, and
Oh,
she's been visiting them. But yeah, no, like, hey, hold on, I'm just gonna drop this
I'm
in
gonna
here.
drop the stream because we're talking about someone.
oh shit! Were we